Hello friends, in today's video I'm wrapping up the long overdue decorate of my middle son's room. In the second video we cut and install the shiplap boards, fill, sand, and paint them, put together his new nightstand and gaming desk. I clean and put his bed back together. I install his folding shelf, I install his floating shelf, and I put up his old and new artwork, all for just a little over $500. So pop my video on your TV, tablet, or phone and clean along with me, or sit back and relax with your favorite drink and stockpile this cleaning motivation for future use. Hope you enjoy. Don't forget to like my video, comment below, subscribe to my channel, and click that bell notification for more inspiring motivational videos. Let's be friends on Instagram too. You can find me at home with Elizabeth. Long time no see, friends. I am finally getting around to editing this video and doing the voiceover. If you saw my post about 10 or so days ago, you know that I've just been dealing with life, friends, just life. This year always gets busy for me, and if I remember back to last year, this time I actually took another little break, and it's just, I get overwhelmed, I get stressed, and of course I have to clean my house, I have to take care of my family, I have to, make sure they're okay, and for some reason getting these videos filmed and edited and put up always takes a back seat. But again, that's just life, friends. I'm sorry I've been missing a little bit. I have missed you guys. I've actually missed this creative outlet. And that's what this is a lot for me too. It's a creative outlet. And I've missed it. So we are just gonna get on with this, friends, okay? We were looking for studs in my son's room and just marking them so that we could kind of know where to start nailing these boards. And then we are out here in my front yard and we are getting these boards cut. So I bought 19 shiplap boards. Luckily, I only had to cut about a foot off of each of them, and we didn't even have to split one down the middle because it was like a perfect fit. I believe we had one left over. So we are just cutting a foot off of every single one of these boards, and I'm gonna bring you into this room and you're just gonna watch my husband and I put them up. So friends, once we got in a rhythm putting these boards up, it was so easy. It was actually probably easier than doing the beadboard and stuff that we did in the basement. The fact that we only had to cut a foot off of each of them, and they just snapped together, and we just put, some brad nails in every couple of studs. It was super easy. I was surprised. I'm going to apologize right now for my voice. I'm probably going to talk a lot in this video because I haven't been around for a while and I have lots of updates for you guys, and I just feel like I'm just going to do a lot of talking. But as you can hear, I am still dealing with the after effects of COVID, and so I still am very froggy. My voice is very gravelly. I am still very much having a cough and some postnasal drip, and so I just sound like very mannish still from this cold. And but I couldn't put this video off any longer. It just needed to get done, and for many reasons that I wanted to get it out here to you guys. And it's like a domino effect for me. Once I get something going, I will be able to get back into a rhythm and start getting some more videos out there for you guys. So as I said, we got these shiplap boards from Lowe's. They were about $13.98 a piece. I ended up ordering 19 and we only used 18, so I spent about $250 for this wall, for the bead boards. And I'm going to tell you, friends, it seems a little expensive, but it was worth it. This wall is amazing. He loves it. I love it. Everyone I've showed it to loves it. It is just such a nice focal point, that to me, it was worth the $250 that I paid for it. So as you can see, we've been very easily putting these up. We only had to deal with one little plug here, and we only had to cut a little bit off of the top one and then quite a bit off the bottom one. But we got it done and it looks good. So while we're finishing up this wall, I want to welcome you back to my channel. If you're new around here, or if you forgot my name because I've been gone so long. Hi, I'm Elizabeth. I'm a 51-year-old wife and stay-at-home mom to 7 adult/teenage children. I have 2 girls aged 27 and 23. They both live outside the home. I have 3 boys aged 20, 17, and my baby will be 16 this coming Sunday. They are still in school. My oldest is a junior in college. My middle son is a senior in high school, and my youngest son is a sophomore in high school. I also have 2 bonus boys. They're my 16-year-old twin nephews that I got custody of a while ago. They're in their junior year of college. On my channel, you're going to find cleaning motivation, cleaning inspiration, a little bit of decorating, a little bit of organizing, a little bit of decorating. You're also going to find a little bit of like room remaking and remodeling. But what you're going to find lots and lots of is real life. I like to keep it very real here on my channel and share with you guys my perfectly imperfect life. I strive to make others not feel so alone in this world and to help them realize that the best way to live their life is as their most perfectly imperfect self also. And as you just heard, I have 2 fur babies. They are about 16, 17-month-old golden doodles. Our boy is named Mac. Our girl is named Harper. So if this sounds like content you'd enjoy watching, make sure that you subscribe to my channel so you never miss another one of my videos. All right, we are giving this wall a good scrubbing because when we bought them, they sat in our garage for a while till I could get moving on this room. But if you remember from my last video, this room took me like 2 weeks to do, just working on and off every day, an hour here, an hour there. My poor son was camped out in the basement for this whole time, and while he was a big trooper, I couldn't get it together to get this room done in a good amount of time. There was too much stuff going on, and there was a lot of stuff that I did in this room. So after we used the mop, my cedar mop, we are giving it a good scrub with a magic eraser. I had a few spots that were very like stained. I don't know if something got on them or what, but I tried to get them off with the magic eraser. And now we have our putty, and I am just puttying all of these brad holes and smoothing them out with my putty knife, and then we're going to come around and sand them before we get to painting. But I want to say, so today is September 15th. You're probably going to be seeing this on September 16th. But I'm pretty sure I started this room on about August 6th, and I did not get done till about August 21st, 22nd, somewhere around there. So yeah, it took me quite a while to get this room done. And even once he was back in it, it was a while before Like I still had to come in and do some work, like putting up a shelf, putting up his pictures and stuff like that. So yeah, this room was a labor of love, but everyone who sees it loves how it turned out. And I hope you guys love how it turns out. So I just kind of want to recap in case you didn't see my post. I know a lot of people saw it and a lot of people commented, and I want to thank you for that. I want to thank you for your thoughts. I want to thank you for your prayers. It means a lot to me. But the reason why I was kind of missing is it's actually a multifaceted reason. As I said, this is a busy time of year. My husband is the president of our football boosters, and by extension, I am his co-president since he does work a full-time job and I don't. I do a lot of the administration work for the football, like for the boosters. And at this time of the year, we are having football camp. We have our heat week, which is many hours long. And then right following that, we have our camp week, which is 2-a-days. And we feed the boys a meal on all those days. And I just want to pop in here real quick, friends, and say I am still using my microfiber cloth with a rubber band on my O-Cedar mop here, and it's still working pretty good. So I was just trying to get all that dust off that I made when I was sanding all those little spots. And we are now going to start painting, and I don't know if you realize this about Shiplap, but where it clicks together, you have a indentation, like inside the boards, and I had to paint all of them by hand with a paintbrush. And as you see here, I'm starting out with a very big paintbrush, and I did not like how it was working, so I'm going to actually stop here in a minute, and I'm going to go get a little tiny paintbrush that I had in my drawer from the Dollar Tree, and I'm using it to paint all of these crevices on this wall. So it was very time consuming, and this wall took 2 coats, so I had to paint these crevices twice by hand. But as I was saying, we were very busy with football. Our school started, the last week of August. My father-in-law passed away the Sunday before my children started school. And of course, he had been in the hospital the whole month before. So there was lots of traveling, lots of running back and forth, lots of stress, lots of just unknown with him, and how he wanted the end of his life to go. We just had like a private viewing. There was no funeral. He wanted to be cremated. And so it was just so many moving parts to get fit into like a small time slot. Like I said, my kids had just started school. They had a game, like his viewing was on a Thursday. They had a game the next day. It was like their very first football game. And my oldest son, who is in college, like it was his first week of college courses. So I did a lot of traveling in a short amount of time. Within my post, I think I told you guys that at one point between Thursday and early mornings of Friday, like a 24-hour period, I drove like 16 hours and like 1,200 miles because I had to get to a different state to get my children there for their grandfather's viewing, and then I had to get my sons back to a different state for school and then a different state for college. It was something else, friends. It was just something else. So much stress, so much anxiety, and it was just a lot. I don't think I show it, but I do go in. Oh, you can kind of see it there where I did a little bit. I do go into the cutout of our plug there, and I do paint it. So of course I didn't show you the second coat because again, it's not that big a deal. But these are the pillow covers that I bought for my son. They were a faux leather again, like I did for my other boys' rooms, that they were just a little different style. Well, they sent me the wrong size. These are like 16 by 16, and of course my pillow I ordered is a 12 by 20 that I always order. So shortly after I opened them, I went ahead and I went on the website and requested a replacement. So you're not going to see those pillows in this video, but I did request a replacement. And then these are I wanted like a very industrial type look for his room, and I found brackets like this at Lowe's, but they were like $12 for 2 of them, and I actually only paid about $24 for 6 of them through Amazon, and I love them. And again, friends, everything I bought new in this video is going to be in my description box. And so I paid about $13.99 for the pillowcases. I bought 2 actual pillows. They're $9.99 a piece. This is a 9-pack of 11 by 14 frames for $36.99. These are some prints I got at Amazon. I want to say they were like about $14 too. Now I only used 2 in this room, and I did give my youngest son 2. These are actually some words that I bought my youngest son's room remake, and I ended up giving him a couple, and then I'm putting a couple here in my middle son's room. Again, I relisted all this stuff down in description box. He needed a nightstand. Now, you guys know that my sons have high beds. Technically, they're not supposed to have box springs, but my boys like box springs. They like the higher bed, and it ain't hurting anybody, so I let them keep the high bed. But I had to find a tall nightstand for my son, and so I just showed you that's what it looks like. And I did link it down below. It was about $50. Those Sterilite I bought to use in his closet, I never ended up using them. I actually sent them back to Amazon, but they were pretty reasonable. I think they were like, I got 6 for about $36. I've bought a set before that I had like at my old house that I used in my laundry room. I use them in other places like that. I just didn't have any left, so I needed to buy some new ones. But like I said, I didn't end up using them. So we're going to put this nightstand together. It was very easy. I mean, there were a lot of parts, but it was very easy. The step-by-steps was very good, and I put it together in no time. So friends, I feel like maybe life has calmed down just a little bit. It's still pretty busy with school and football, and excuse me, this is new too. All of my boys now have jobs. Yes, all 4 of them are working, and of course the only one that can drive is my middle son, the oldest boy that I have here in the house. Now my one nephew does have his permit, and then my youngest is going to get his permit. Like I said, he turns 16 coming up here soon, so he'll be able to get his permit shortly after that. So not only is my life busy with sports, I now take everyone to their jobs. Thankfully, my nephew only works on the weekends. He usually only works Saturday and Sunday night. And then my youngest son is Saturday and Sunday too, but then he works just a small shift during the week. He's actually a dishwasher at an Italian restaurant, so it's fun for him. And then my other nephew, his job is actually just a block away from our house, so he can walk to his job. So that is very much a blessing for me. My son is really loving this nightstand. It has a ton of storage drawers, and he loves the fact that it has a 3-prong plug in it. So if you have a tween or a teen that has like phones to plug in, alarm clocks to plug in, stuff like that, this is a very good nightstand for them. Also, if they have higher beds, like my sons do, this is like the perfect height for his bed. And of course, at the end, when I show you a little overview of the room, you will see I hate putting furniture together. And yes, friends, I hate putting furniture together. If you're watching, the bolts were really close to like arms and stuff like that. So like I was only being able to use this Allen wrench and turn it like a little bit, then I would take it off and move it, turn a little bit, take it off and move it. It was just a pain in the neck. It wasn't hard to put together, meaning it was labeled well and the directions were clear, but I definitely wish I would have had, we do have, somewhere I couldn't find it, we do have an Allen wrench that is like straight with a small handle on it, almost like a screwdriver. I really wish I could have found that, because it would have been perfect to put this desk together or this nightstand together. Of course, all the kids nowadays love LED lights, so this was a big selling point for not only for me but for him too, to get this nightstand with the LED lights. And of course, the drawers are easy to put together. They're like the fabric drawers with the hard fronts, and you just pop them open and put the hard shell flat bottom in them, and they're perfect. And a quick 2 screws put in for the handles, and they are ready to go. Wish I would have counted how many outfit changes I did for this video. Like I said, it was like 2 weeks, so my guess is there was a good 10 to 12 outfit changes. There were days that I would put on the same clothes to paint because they're painting clothes, so maybe not quite 10 to 12, but my guess is there was a lot. And of course, his bed has not been vacuumed or dusted since we moved in here a year ago, so it was pretty dirty. We are just giving it a quick wipe here before we start to put it back together. Oh, and as you watch me just go down there to try and get the bottom of these beds, it reminds me that, friends, my knee is still killing me. I don't know what I did to it. I really don't. My guess is it's just some type of arthritis, and I just have not been able to give it enough rest and tender love and care as it needs to heal. But it is still killing me, friends. I am still taking Tylenol and Advil daily, icing it daily, trying to just get back to some semblance of normal, so that I don't feel like I am a 90-year-old woman hobbling around on legs that are shot. So yeah, I'm having all types of problems, friends. All types of problems, but I am just trying to get through it. All right, so here we are. We're getting this bed put back together and getting this room put back together. And of course, our pups love any type of chaos. They're like drawn to chaos. All right, friends, so we're at the part of the video here where this is actually kind of who's sponsoring it. I was sent this desk by Sedeta. They have a store on Amazon, and they sell gaming desks, regular desks, filing cabinets. They even have a few like bookcases and stuff like that. And they reached out to me a while ago to offer me one of their products. They sent it to me free, and they wanted me to just review it. So I said, absolutely. I have 4 boys. They all have gaming systems, and we were getting ready to redo my middle son's room, and I said, absolutely, we will do this. So he actually put this desk together himself. Those first few videos that you saw, he actually started filming it for me while I was grocery shopping. He knew how busy I've been, and he just wanted his room put back together, so he took the initiative to start putting this together. So in reference, this is my middle son. He's 17. He is a normal teenage boy. He loves all things mechanical. He wants to be a mechanical engineer. So he definitely loves building stuff and putting stuff together. So this was actually a treat for him. So this is Sedeta's L-shaped gaming desk. It is a pretty large desk, as you'll see when we put it all together, but it can be configured 4 different ways. It can be an L-shaped either to the right or the left. It can be long ways to the right or to the left. So I actually had him pick this desk, and he was very excited to do it. He was most excited not only for a large size desk, but it comes with pegboards, and it comes with like, I don't know what you want to call it, but there's shelvings on it. You'll see as we put it together, but he has a lot of Legos that he likes to display, and this was like the perfect like solution to store some of his Legos and just display them. So as you see here, he is putting together I guess it's like a Hutch. They consider it like a Hutch type accessory on it. But here you see, this is him and his younger brother, my youngest son. They are putting it together. They're going to bolt it on the desk. And I will tell you, friends, this packaging, you saw some of his first clips there that I showed you, there were a lot of pieces, a lot of like hardware, but it was packaged all individually, all clearly labeled. it was so easy to put this desk together. Now, it was time consuming. I won't lie to you, because there are a lot of pieces, because it comes, you're putting everything together, like nothing comes built. But it was very easy to put it together. Like I said, everything was packaged individually. Even like the hardware was packaged individually. This thing probably had like 20 packages of nuts and bolts and screws and stuff like that. But it was packaged individually. It clearly stated in the directions for piece A, you needed bag G for like hardware. Super easy, super convenient. Another feature he liked about this desk is it has this pegboard that he's putting on right now. And it did come with hooks to hook into the pegboard where you could store stuff. And there are so many extra, what do I want to call them? Accessories that you can buy even individually from other stores that fit on pegboards. As you can see here, it had 4 outlets plus 2 USB outlets, which was another exciting thing for him. I just want to thank Sedeta for, gifting me this gaming desk and sponsoring this portion of my video. It's greatly appreciated. And of course, here are these LED lights again that are all the rage. So now you kind of understand why I pulled the ones off his wall, because he didn't need them anymore, because he has 2 pieces of furniture that now have LED lights. And he loves turning them on and leaving them on and changing the color and stuff like that. This desk is a lot of fun for a teenager. And here are the doors. They were easy to install. As you see, they have 2 little like a spring-loaded screw that fit in both sides, like one on the top, one on the bottom. And there were holes already built into the desk, and you just push it down and slip it in the hole, put the bottom one in the hole, and it was used magnetics to keep them open and keep them closed. So definitely an awesome feature of this desk. So we couldn't build the whole thing in the living room because we would have never got it in his room, because I talked about how our thing is so narrow. So we built half of it, brought it into his room, and then he's going to finish the other half here within his room. We also kind of wanted to figure out, we weren't sure how we wanted it, if we wanted it full, like straight on the right hand side wall there, or if he wanted some of it here on the back wall beside his bed. He's just under his bed right now, plugging it into the plug that's back there behind his bed, so that he can use the plugs that are actually on the desk. And as you can see, he already has some of his Lego and Star Wars stuff in the cupboards, and he was just on cloud 9 with this desk, friends. He was just so happy with it. So again, I just want to thank Sedeta for gifting me this desk and sponsoring this small portion of my video. I really appreciate it. I do have a link to this desk down below in my description box, but I also have a link to their store because they have so many items and such a wide variety that they have something for everyone. So friends, I'm just going to talk a little bit about what I think is going to be coming up on my channel here lately, or in the near future. Definitely lots of cleaning. Getting into fall, I need to get the dust and debris and dog fur out of this house. We've actually had our windows open for about a month every day. Our weather has just been that beautiful. But again, that is just allowing dust and dirt into this house, and I just have not been cleaning like I need to, and it shows. So there's just going to be lots of cleaning motivation coming up. I do still have my bedroom to do and my nephew's bedroom to do. I don't know when I'm going to get to them. I actually have the stuff for my room, but as I talked a month or so ago, 2 months ago, I wanted to get my boys' rooms done and my nephew's room done before. I wanted it done before school started, but obviously that didn't happen. But I definitely want to get their rooms done before I start on mine, and just to get them settled. But I know it's going to be hard. We're coming up to one of the busiest times of the year when we hit fall, starting school, big holidays coming up. So I don't know. I don't know when it's going to get done. It may get done in pieces like my middle son's room here did. But I will be sharing it with you guys. Because I just share my real life, and sometimes I can get a room done in a weekend, and sometimes it takes me 2 weeks, and that's okay. Like, you do what you got to do, friends, right? So that's kind of what is coming up. There will be no fall decorating, mostly because I'm trying to do it a little bit at a time. I got my living room done, but I don't have my front porch done. I don't have my kitchen done. And I may give a tour once it's all done. I don't know. Friends. Again, I just don't know. I don't know what's going to happen here. I definitely just know that there's going to be some cleaning motivation and inspiration and just lots of real life. So we have moved on to this bed. We are getting it made. I did not buy him new bedding. I actually just bought this bedding less than a year ago. And of course, he is going to college next fall, so we will buy him new bedding and stuff to take to school with him. So he was okay with not getting new bedding. But I did, like I showed you, I bought the pillowcases wrong. I did buy him some accent pillows. So as you saw right there, I just put the pillows that I bought on there. And as I was saying back when I was unboxing stuff, I bought the faux leather ones. So I sent them back, and they were sending me replacements. Well, they must be labeled wrong in their warehouse, because they sent me the exact same 16 by 16 ones. And so I just gave up. I sent them back, got my money back, and I just bought some new ones. They're not faux leather, but they are like a corduroy material, and they're actually really cute, and I like them just as well. And more importantly, the right ones were sent the very first time. So here I'm just getting his artwork ready and getting in the frames, and I'm going to show you here. So what I did is I did 2 of the prints I bought, like the football prints, 2 of the word definition prints, and then I actually printed a picture from, he was probably in maybe 5th grade. The kids had made it to the championship, and we'd had some professional pictures taken. And then this year on their scrimmage, there was another professional photographer there from the other school, and he took pictures of our kids and sent us the links to the galleries. And of course, I purchased some of my boys. So there's a picture from when he was about in 5th grade, and the other picture is from this year, his senior year. Friends, I cannot recommend these picture frames enough. Like I said, there's 9 of them and I paid $36.99 for them. So it worked out to they were about $4 to $5 a piece. So they are 11 by 14, but they have an 8 by 10 mat in them, which is what I wanted. I wanted a matted 8 by 10 with the bigger frame. And I will tell you, the first pack I got, it had one damage. So this here is not real glass, it's plastic. So it had, one of them had some cracks in it. So again, I contacted Amazon and they sent me out a whole new pack, but all I did was I only used 6 in his room and then a couple in the other kids' rooms. I just used all of them but one, and then when the new ones came, I just kept one of them and then put the broken one in that new pack and sent them back to Amazon. But I cannot recommend them enough. So here, this is the younger one. This is when he was in 5th grade. But I cannot recommend them enough. If you need a ton of frames and you don't want to pay $10 to $15 a piece for them at a big box store, look on Amazon. And I want to say they had like maybe 10 finishes for these frames. They had a ton of choices. They actually had other sizes too. They had 8 by 10s that were matted for 5 by 7s. They even had bigger ones. I want to say that these 11 by 14 ones I got were actually the second smallest size. I want to say they went clear up to like 20 by 20, maybe even bigger. So we are just using, I love the 3M like Velcro type picture hangers to use in my house. Even though we own our house, I hate putting holes in the wall, only because I change my mind so much and I move stuff around so much that I love these 3M picture hangers. So that's what we're doing. We're just getting them on his posters and getting them up, and we're going to get them on his pictures and get them hung up. And if you haven't been able to tell yet from looking at this video, watching this video, my middle son is a giant fan of Star Wars. He loves Star Wars. So his posters, they are ones he's gotten for his birthday, for Christmas. All of his Lego stuff is Star Wars. I've gotten him some Star Wars knick-knack type stuff that he has in his cupboard. He adores Star Wars. So that's kind of what his room is. It's just a mixture of teenage boy masculinity, Star Wars, and I told you I wanted like an industrial type feel in this. So all the black metal for his desk and his nightstands, the pipe brackets for his shelves, just very much a man's man room without being too terribly dark and cave-like, is what I was going for here. Can we just make note of the stuffies on my son's bed? Yes, he is still very much a kid at heart with his stuffies. The middle one that you couldn't see too well, which is a Jaguar, I believe, but we call it Tiger because when he got it when he was like 3, he called it a Tiger. That is his Tiger. Yeah, he's had that for many, many years, just like my youngest has had his Rhino for many, many years. All right, so we just looked for studs here in his room, marked them, and we are getting these pipes put in the wall. And can I just tell you, you see that little tiny orange thing on top of the bracket there? That is a tiny level that came with these pipes. I'm telling you what, everything that I got from Amazon for this room was such high quality. And they went the extra mile to make sure that you were given everything you needed to like use all these items. I was so happy with that level that I stuck it in my little turntable here at my desk, and I've used it several times since putting these shelves up. It's just so handy. All right, we have maybe like 3 minutes left, and I'm going to wrap this up because my voice is just getting more gravelly as I go on here. And this is an extremely long video, friends. I have not done this long of a video in a long time, and I got rid of a lot of repetitive footage. When I uploaded all this footage into my editing program, I had over 4 hours of film, and I've cut it down to 48. So you can imagine how much I got rid of, and how much I sped up, like 600%. But I'm gonna let you go. And as you can see here, I did get him a little plant. We're putting his bank up on his shelf. This is, I don't know what these are called, an X-Wing fighter. They're Star Wars thing. I did get him a little tray for his dresser. Just all these little extra touches that just kind of make a room pop. Like, they just take your room to the next level. Just those small, while you think they may be inconsequential, they're not. They just are those extra little touches that make like your room your own. And we're getting his pictures hang, and I am going to come in and give you an entire tour of his room. But before that, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being patient with me as I took these last 2 to 3 weeks off. Thank you for sticking around if you're still here. I appreciate it more than words could ever express. If you wouldn't mind giving my video a thumbs up, give it a like, I would appreciate it. If you feel like leaving me a comment, I would love it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, why the heck not? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, then that bell notification so you never miss another one of my videos, because I would love to have you join my community. So until next video, friends, have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye.